You guys can't see the number, but whoa, where are we? I don't know. The PSM mansion.
I'm excited. Alright, so before I open this up, I am sure most of you have seen Kai's video already on what this is. And yes, Kai made me a suit, PSM, probably Spider-Man, whatever you like to call him. He made this, okay? He made this specifically for me. I came to him and I asked him, I messaged him on Instagram and I asked him, hey Kai, is there any possibility you could mix this with this? And there's a specific reason for that. I've always loved Spectacular Spider-Man, as is very obvious on this channel. I have a really big kind of secret love for Ben Reilly, mostly because I'm blonde, but also because his character is really, really good. At least when it's done correctly. Like, if you only know Ben Reilly from Across the Spider-Verse, you probably think he's some, like, idiot, which, in that movie, he kind of was. The Clone Saga was not, widely accepted when it first came out. I wasn't even alive yet, so, I was around after it simmered down, at least. But, yeah, a lot of people just didn't like the whole back and forth, which you're reading comic books, I don't know what you expect. Let's get into this because I'm super excited about it. I've already opened it.
Okay, we picked up the suit from PSM for Kai, and I want to try.
You'll see that at the end of the video. I already have put it on and all that stuff, but I wanted to do an in-depth showing with you guys, and then we'll just kind of go through it. So we have one mask here, but here is the main mask. Okay, this is the mask that Kai did top to bottom. These lenses are not Kai's. These are mid-frame face shell lenses because I asked him to make two different masks. One that I can use with lenses attached, do quick pulls, and then one that I can use a face shell with to get that nice spectacular, almost like pentagon looking shape to his face. I don't know. I actually really like this one a lot better, which is not normally the case. Normally, oh hey look, one of my old hairs. Wow, my ADHD is on all cylinders right now.
That's nice, I like that.
I absolutely love how the lenses have that almost slightly angry look. But they're still very, very much spectacular. But they're just slightly emoted to the point where you can tell this character is not as friendly as your normal friendly neighborhood Spectacular Spider-Man. I don't know what order I put the stuff back in this bag in, so Alright, so here is the full suit. Kai was not lying about the glitter, by the way. I've put this thing on, I think, 3 times now, maybe 4 times, since I've got it from him. This is a true 7-piece costume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Most people call 7-piece costumes, when they're really not, they're normally 6 pieces because you have the top and the pants attached to each other, which normally is really easy to deal with. This one is truly 7-piece. So right here, it is pretty much just some really shiny leggings. Really shiny blue leggings. Velcro on the back and Velcro on the front here for connecting pieces. And it's very simple. Here is the main torso piece to the costume. Kai did an exceptional job getting the Spectacular Spider-Man logo on there. That is absolutely amazing. While he was sending me update videos and all sorts of stuff like that, I was pretty much foaming at the mouth the whole time that he was sending me updates. Here we have on the back, as I'm sure you saw in Kai's video, he changed the back a little bit to create the kind of what they do in Chasm 2 and how they designed the spiders to be more lanky to make Andrew's body look longer. He kind of did the same thing here, putting the spider up at the top of the back. So what it does is it makes the top of my back look much bigger, and then as we come down to my waist, it slims out because it's just the spider's legs. That is a really, really cool design. I'm really glad Kai implemented that instead of just kind of copy and pasting the front spider. Either way, it would have looked cool, but I think taking the extra step to put in that design effort is super awesome. He also put little holes in the sleeves here. And that is super, super good for them not rolling up when you're trying to put your gloves on or doing anything like that. Lots of movement. What'll happen in those 6-piece and 7-piece costumes that you'll order online from Print Costume and things like that is they'll really bunch up. The gloves will bunch up a ton. And so what he did is he put a hole there, which my thumb sits on. It's not going anywhere, right? So when I put the glove on, it's not gonna bunch up. It's nice and smooth, and it just looks like, really looks like it's supposed to be one piece. And that is why the gloves here are so, so short. Walking around the house, you just kind of throw them on. And like it feels a lot more Spider-Man when the gloves are short, because I feel like when they're long, it just doesn't really feel right. In the PS4 games and stuff, they make the pieces of the suit pretty evident. Like you can see the neckline where Peter's mask comes off, you can see the wrist lines where his gloves detach, and they're right at the wrist. Not way back here on the forearm, like most suits do, but way up here on the wrist. They just feel great. I mean, there's nothing really much else to say about them. They feel awesome, they look awesome, and they fit great. Another big thing was getting the boots right, even though they're super simple. And what I'm glad Kai did here is it looks like he added a little more red fabric on the outside areas, but then when we come up here, he kind of double layered that blue. And again, when I'm talking about that bunching up and the slipping when it comes to gloves, boots will do that too, but almost more so. Anytime you'll see somebody with a 6 or 7-piece costume walking around a convention, if they have shoes attached to the bottom of it, almost always you'll see it kind of scrunch up down to the bottom of their ankle. And they might not even notice it, especially if they're in a mask, very tunnel vision. So if they're not looking down at their ankle, they're not gonna see that their Spidey suit kind of looks silly right now, or oversized, or is coming off because that fabric just won't sit there. Instead, without having to add some extra thing to snap on and I can just pull the boot up, Kai added that extra lip of fabric. So what will happen is that when this part starts to slip on the red, this extra blue here is gonna catch and it's not gonna let it go any further. It's such a simple fix, and especially because this fabric is not, it's smooth, but it's not super silky smooth. So it really just catches on and holds there. And it, it kind of looks like magic because it's just like, it's not attached. You can see it's not attached, but it's not going anywhere. Also, as I'm sure you can see, no web shooters at the moment. They are on the way. I just wanted to get this out for you guys, and I felt like the suit was way more important than the web shooters. You're going to see the full suit in action in some things coming soon. I don't want to necessarily spoil it. If you've been following my Instagram and all of those other pages, you kind of have an idea of what's coming, especially with the title change and all of that. But I'm very excited for this. This can't go without saying. I watched plenty of his videos growing up and even to this day. Rest in peace to Comicstorian. I can't even believe that I saw that, in the news the last few days. It's hard, I guess. I mean, I didn't know him personally, and I'm sure his family's dealing with it a lot worse, but I wouldn't have all of this most likely if it weren't for him really getting me into the comic book side of things. I wouldn't know about Ben Reilly if it wasn't for him. So I think I met Kai, it might have been like a year, maybe 2 years after the first Spider-Verse came out. I could even be wrong about that, it could have been earlier. But I took pictures for him years and years ago. Check that out right there. that was, I think, one of his first iterations of his own Spider-Man suit. But it's all kind of come full circle, and yeah, it was really cool to meet up with him again, and who knows, maybe we'll do some more stuff in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I got really, really lucky and blessed that he would actually take it on. I kind of have been begging him for a suit for years, but I toned it down, you know what I mean? And then once I kind of rechanged my gears, I went back and was like, hey, okay, I have a serious, like, I could actually, you know, do something with this. And he was super down. So I'm extremely grateful. Thank you, Kai. It's an amazing suit. It's helping me get way more back in shape as I've been kind of slacking lately with all the moving and a bunch of personal stuff going on. So I really appreciate this. This was an uplifter. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See y'all in the next one. Peace.